shine a light into your life.
I took a lot with psychiatrists, going for medication, and journaling. I tend to say like bad things. I'll be like, oh, I hate this person.
Feeling depressed, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was so angry with the world. That's what was.
Growing up, we were always told to be confident, but no one actually tells us what that means. Between social media, comparisons, and the need to have it all, your self-esteem may feel like a roller coaster. I'm Asha Zulaika, and this is From A to Z. Today, I'm with Zian, a master trainer at Lawrence Walters Seminars.
Hi! Hi, I'm Zian, a master trainer from Lawrence Walters Seminars.
And I'm also here with Mira Audi, a second-year student at Help University studying comms.
Hi, I'm Audi.
So today we'll be talking all about self-esteem and what it looks like at different stages of your life. First of all, I want to say thank you both for being here today. It's such a pleasure to have you here. I just want to mention, I love our matching outfits. It is so girlhood and I just love it. So just to set the tone on what we're going to talk about today, what comes to your mind when you think of the word self-esteem? So Miss, maybe Zian, you want to start it off?
Self-esteem. When I hear this word, the first thing that comes into my mind is the way I feel about myself. That's the first thing that comes in. What about you?
I think I agree with you as well. It's just mostly like building up confidence and knowing who you are as a person, knowing your downfalls and like your expectations.
So when you picture self-esteem, you just think about yourself and what you think and stuff like that. Okay. So first, I want to ask you, do you recall any moments in your life growing up that may have affected the way your self-esteem is now, or maybe how it was at a lower point of your life? Maybe, Audi, would you like to start?
Okay, I think when I was younger, I tend to like want people to validate me. Like I just always wanted my feelings to be validated, but I just thought it was a bit weird to do it, so I kind of used my ego to cover it up. But actually, like that small part of me, that little me, just wanted the validation from around of other people. Like it doesn't matter what kind, like even if I fail in something, I just want people to like praise me or say like, oh, it's not your fault, it's their fault. But as I grow older, I realized that having people to validate my feelings all the time, it's a lot of work, it's tiring,
So
and
much work,
I don't think it's like me, myself as a person. I just become someone that I'm not.
Yeah, good. And I just wanted to say out there that it's not just when you're young. I think in the working adults world, I see this whole thing about validation. I see it across everywhere, and people wanting that validation, but they didn't say they want the validation. You know what I mean? Like they pretend they don't want the validation, but actually they want the validation. So I noticed that a lot, even in the working adults world. And it's worse because they can't admit it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even day to day, actually, honestly, I sometimes do that where I really wish that I could have the validation, but then, sometimes I'm just like, maybe I don't want to ask for it, because maybe I've also seen with some of my friends that they feel a bit too shy to ask, because then it's kind of like they're breaking down a wall. But I think that it's brave if people, ask about these things. So what about you growing up? Did you have any
definitely.
moments?
So many moments, but I'm going to pick one. I think growing up, for me, and I didn't realize that until now in retrospect, I think growing up, what really affected my self-esteem was body shaming. When I grew up, I was very, very thin. Like naturally thin. It wasn't deliberate, it wasn't intentional. I was just thin. And because I have a very thin body, naturally, as a girl, we're all girls, right?
Yeah.
So as a girl, I tend to, I'll just say outright, I tend to be a bit flat, So my mom will assure me, no, you look like a supermodel. But whatever she say is nothing compared to what my friends, they will call me names, they will like laugh at me, the boys will go like, they make funny gestures, and all my friends, they're developing. I developed so much later in high school, so I was always flat. even flatter when I was in high school, like in junior school, but as in I was always flat. So that really kind of affected my self-esteem a lot, actually. I didn't realize it was that much, but that really, so this whole idea about body shaming is definitely one of big things for me.
Heavy topic.
Yeah.
Body shaming, it really is a heavy topic, and like it's something that has unfortunately become so normalized from the 2000s and above.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's kind of a shame, and it's very sad that it's like this, but
And it's weird because body shaming is a lot like, if you're thin, then there's always comments, and then when you're fat, it's always comments.
Yeah.
There's never
an
yeah,
image,
correct, yeah, and
'Cause-
especially more for girls, you know.
yeah, especially there's nobody will ever be truly happy with anything
Yeah,
with what
correct.
you are.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, could you share some of your personal journey and like maybe some challenges you felt like mentally or emotionally throughout your life?
Please, so many low points. Okay, I'm gonna pick one really big low point milestone in my life, and that happened actually very near to COVID, which was about 5-6 years ago. I had a relationship breakdown.
Oh.
And for me, I know my husband since we were 16, but only dated in the 20s. So being together and knowing him more than half of my life, we entered into a marriage breakdown. And for a woman, especially for me, it was horrible. It was heartbreaking. I was so upset. Took the next flight out to LA, and I just like landed at my best friend's couch for like a month.
Oh.
And so it was bad, and it was very hard to deal with because I also have kids. I didn't know how to deal with all of that. It wasn't the best way at that time, but I just had to leave Malaysia. So that's what I did. And I think that was like the pivotal moment in my life, and then bam, COVID hit. But what really helped me with that turning point is that I convert that energy of conflict into an energy of transformation. So I knew during that time I was feeling depressed, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was so angry with the world. That's what was happening. So naturally I had so much energy in me, and it was like bursting at every angle. So I knew I needed to do something with this energy. So from then, like 6 years ago, I converted this energy into an energy of transformation. Now looking back, it was the exact energy that I used to write my book.
Oh.
Yeah, Secrets of the Mental Warrior. So I used the energy to write the book. I used the energy to change myself to be a trainer. I used the energy to started my academic journey. I did my master's and recently submitted my thesis for doctorate. So I used all that energy to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's have a round of applause for that. That's
Thank you. Sometimes in life we always hit a point, and for me or for whoever is facing, that is your lowest point, because that's the lowest point that you know. But when you're at the lowest point, it's very easy to go lower and lower and lower. But if you have that awareness that, oh my God, I'm at this low point, and you have so much energy, I really want to encourage you to use the energy to stand up, to use the energy to get back up and do the things that you normally would not do because you don't have the energy. Because if you want to do something new, you want to transform, you need a new level of energy. Yeah. But enough about me. What about you?
I can't really say much about turning point because I'm still young. I'm still 17, but I think I knew myself like at my lowest when I was 15. Like, I think it's very normal to lose friends, but it's not normal to like, because I had a very close relationship with this certain type of people, and having to see them like going away from my life, it hurts. And I think it also struck me for thinking like, oh, it's my ego who's doing this to all. Like, I'm affecting everyone around me, and my mental health was also getting bad. I struggled a lot with anxiety. This, well, not really fixed, but my turning point was maybe like having my elder sister to beg my parents to go to the psychiatrist and for counseling. And that worked. So I'm glad that she did that. And I took a lot with psychiatrists, going for medication, and I think it's kind of helping at the times. Well, losing friends is normal, losing yourself is normal too, but it's okay to put yourself in like a better perspective and realize that
Yeah.
it's okay. It's
Yeah.
not really the end of the journey.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to take the time to acknowledge you for sharing that. You know, going to a psychiatrist and
Yeah.
psychologist is not easy, and I think it's something that a lot of people don't openly talk about it enough.
Yeah.
But I think
100%.
even in the adult world, people need to see therapists
Yeah.
and psychologists. And I'm gonna use this opportunity to quote my friend, my best friend.
Of course, of course.
My best friend Goldfish in LA, she's my bestie, and she said this: we go to therapists so that we don't overburden our loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that.
I agree with that.
So I just wanted to ask, during like your life or during these moments, was there a specific moment where you clocked yourself and you thought, I need to change something, of like I need to do something different to save my mental health? Like maybe there was a night where you were crying and then you sat there like, I need to change something about my life right now. Was there ever a moment, maybe Odi, do you have a moment?
I think, as I said just now, for the turning point, getting into psychiatry and therapy, that really helped me. I think it's also deleting my social medias that helped me, because I think that also lowered my self-esteem, because I tend to compare my lifestyles to others. Like, I felt unfortunate, but actually, like, I appreciate what I have around me. It's just I don't take it too much. Baking also helps me in a way. It's just, I bake because I feel like that's how I could express my anger, and I'm rewarded to eat something sweet as well.
And sometimes processing your emotions could take as long as years, honestly, especially if you go through something that you think is very traumatic and had like hurt your feelings a lot.
That's true.
I think it's completely normal to even like have like a certain amount of time where you just haven't processed it yet.
That's true. Maybe
Yeah.
because like I'm also not that confident and I'm not really that open with my feelings. Like, I can admit I am loud, but I'm not really someone who really opens my feelings a lot. Maybe because I'm embarrassed. But now I think it's already normal to be open, especially with the right people. Because I feel like as I grow older now, since I'm 17, and the people I'm around with, like Asha can be my example. I am allowed to open my feelings to those people because I feel they're very safe.
I think back to the same story.
Yes.
When I was in LA, I remember I was sitting at the Santa Monica Park,
Wow.
and I was looking at the
So
view.
scenic.
Yeah.
Never been
And then, imagine the sun on me, and it was a beautiful weather. And then at that point, it was really that moment that I realized whatever I've been doing right now is wrong, because I cannot be facing what I'm facing right now and still live. So I have to change. It was at that moment, I call this in training, we call it the silent emotional decision. So that's the point in your life where you know you have to change, and you need that energy that I was telling you. So you have to make this silent emotional decision. And that decision is the commitment that you make with yourself, not to other people, but to your own self. So I made that commitment then at the park, I said that I will never be in this situation anymore. I want to be known for my mind, and that was when I transformed.
I think your younger self thought you could do that, like
No.
when you're growing up.
No.
Really?
Yes.
So you were just a very shy person.
super shy.
Like, you didn't expect to just talk in public.
No way,
Wow.
no way. And the training that we do, I'm in a family business. So from young, my dad I remember that moment, my dad will push me to the stage, and I'll go like, no, my brother, oh no, the other brother, not me.
Shift the
Yeah,
energy.
correct.
the
Not
big
me. It's
energy.
not me. These two brothers can do it. Not me. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm always that shy girl.
Now you guys are in, I assume you guys are in better, mental states now than at these lowest points. So I wanted to ask, were there any specific habits that you took and did upon yourself to make yourself the person you are right now?
Like I said just now, baking, because it helps me to express my anger. Like, I could literally just keep on whisking the batter while I'm just angry, like vigorously.
therapeutic, right?
Yeah, it's therapeutic. Or like, I feel like even if I bake something and it turns out bad, it's also like a process of me learning, like, it's okay to make mistakes and you can just start over. So it's like a whole cycle. There's never like an end of it to the journey.
Yeah.
I tried journaling, but I get very bored. But I'm gonna be super honest. Like even when I'm journaling, I tend to say like bad things. I'll be like, oh, I hate this person. Oh, they should this, they should that. So I try to keep that away for like a peace of mind, because if I keep being angry all the time in a book and just writing, it's like, oh, I'm just filled with negative thoughts instead of positive thoughts.
What about you? Was there any specific?
Yeah,
habit?
definitely. There were 2 key habits that I developed. I think the first one is I learned to read a lot of books. I love reading ever since I was young. But then I think along the years I just kind of fall away. But after that incident, I picked up that habit of reading. And I always believe when you read a book, you know, it's at the right moment. Every time when you read a book, it gives you new ideas. And that idea will shine a light into your life.
That was magic. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
why I always encourage people to read books. And I will force myself to read at least 1 page of book. Yeah. So that's the first habit. The second habit that I developed after that, in order to write this book, because I love reading books, so I decided that I'm going to write a book. So when I wrote a book, I created my second habit, which is waking up at 4 a.m. every day. So every day I'll wake up at 4 a.m. to write my book. And then it went into writing my thesis. And now, after 5-6 years, it became a habit. Every day I'll just wake up at 4 a.m. That's why you receive messages so early in the morning.
I noticed that habit.
Yes.
But I think that waking up early is actually a really good habit
Yes,
to have. My
yes.
dad personally, he used to wake up at 4 a.m. and he will text all these people, message and email. And then my mom would be like, why did you text me at 4 a.m.? And he's like,
Correct.
I was just working.
Yeah,
And so
correct.
I think it's also because like if you wake up early or like it's a very quiet area and you just have
Yes.
yourself with the words, I think that just has so much impact to you. And I completely agree with just waking up early and doing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because it just puts you in a certain state for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
And you're not
it-
rushed.
Correct, and it's silent. Nobody is
Yeah.
disturbing you.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. So I want to ask, do you think that your self-esteem is better now, or do you like how your self-esteem is currently?
No. That's like a simple word. Okay, maybe not really no, it's just in between. I'm like 60% no, 40% yes, but I would say it's better than before. I think because I'm still learning, I wouldn't say it's, oh, I'm done with the process, I'm done with this journey. Like, it's going to be a journey forever.
Yeah,
like, there's no end to it. Because I think like I don't try to have validation from other people. I tend to be by myself alone as well. Like, I think it's very normal not to always depend on people.
Yes.
Because I am a very dependent person. Like, I just depend. But after all, like, imagine if these people are not in my life anymore. So obviously I have to try to be by myself.
Do you think that definitely there's going to be some improvements in your near future?
I think so. I can't really say much, like, even for the end of this year.
Yeah.
But I think when I'm 18 and maybe finish with this diploma and fly off overseas, maybe.
So for you, do you think your self-esteem now is is at its peak, or do you think you can still keep going and higher and higher?
Definitely higher and higher. For me, today my self-esteem is better than yesterday.
Oh,
So that's
very
always
nice.
my benchmark. You know, every day I'm just better than yesterday. So I'm good. And like what you say, I think it's a process. You know, there's never an end. It's always ...
Yeah, I completely agree, and I really love that the sentence you use is that I'm better today than I was yesterday, and I think that's a really good and like it's like a very influential like quote that people can use. You know, in like when they look at themselves in the mirror, they can just say, I'm better today than I was yesterday.
Yes,
yesterday
that's
was
true.
nothing.
Yeah.
I am today.
Yes,
I
that's right.
love that. Actually, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna pretend that camera is my mirror. I'm better today than I was yesterday. That's right. Now your turn, Audi.
I am better today than yesterday. I don't know who was that yesterday.
Zian.
And I am better today than yesterday.
Yes! I just wanted to ask, could you look at the camera and say what you want to say to our viewers or our listeners who are watching this?
I don't really have much to say, but just be yourself.
I think for those of you who is watching and listening to this, I believe that every person goes through a low point in your life. But when you're at that low point in your life, you need to gather that energy of conflict and transform it into an energy of transformation. So one of the books that I wrote, Secrets of the Mental Warrior, is unique in a sense that it's actually a poster book created for TikTok generation.
Oh, really?
Yes,
So like
because-
Gen Z.
Yes, that's right. Because in TikTok generation, they don't like to read books. They see 200 pages, maybe they'll faint. Some of
Yeah.
it, no. And this is my favorite quote of the book. So the book is a terrible poster, and this quote says, "When my mind is ready," say,
When my mind is ready,
"the world is ready for me."
the world is ready for me.
That's my favorite poster.
Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure to talk to you guys on such a topic that I think the world needs to know more about or needs to talk about more. So I'm so glad to have you guys here. So from all three of us, thank you so much for listening and watching.
Oh, it was so good.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay,
It was
come.
so good.